Welcome back to the Motor State USA. Today we're diving into one of the most exciting returns of a legendary nameplate, the Ford Capri 2026, a car that blends nostalgia with modern engineering, style, and technology in a way that brings the classic spirit of the Capri back to life for a new generation. So sit back, relax, and let's walk through everything this car has to offer, from the way it looks to how it feels inside, to the performance numbers that truly define it as a worthy successor to the original icon. Right from the first moment you see the 2026 Capri from the front, you can tell Ford wanted this car to stand out. The nose is sleek, low, and sharp, with LED headlights that curve like a focused pair of eyes. The grille sits wider than usual, giving it a confident stance, and the light signature feels futuristic without disconnecting from the Capri heritage. The sculpted hood lines add aggression, and the front bumper integrates aerodynamic cuts that aren't just for style. They help push air cleanly over the body. The Capri has always been a driver's car, and this modern redesign clearly understands that, delivering a front face that feels sporty, premium, and unmistakably Ford. Moving to the side, the profile is where a lot of the classic DNA shows up. The long nose, the sloping roofline, and that signature sporty coupe silhouette all make a comeback. Even though the proportions have modern adjustments, the Capri 2026 sits on large alloy wheels that fill the arches properly, giving it a grounded stance. The character lines running along the doors highlight its athletic shape, and the frameless windows add a touch of elegance. The chrome delete look and the flush door handles show Ford's push toward modern aerodynamics. The balance of nostalgia and cutting-edge design is extremely well done here. It feels familiar yet fresh. At the back, Ford clearly decided to go bold. The taillights stretch horizontally in a single connected bar, creating a wide, premium look at night. The rear bumper has a sporty diffuser and, depending on the trim, dual or quad exhaust tips. The subtle spoiler integrated into the boot lid gives it that classic Capri fastback charm, while keeping things aerodynamically functional. The rear is muscular without being excessive, making it a perfect blend of retro and futuristic design language. Stepping inside the Capri 2026, the first thing you notice is how driver-focused the cabin is. The steering wheel is compact and sporty, featuring intuitive controls without overcrowding. A fully digital instrument cluster gives you sharp graphics, customizable layouts, and real-time performance data. The center touchscreen sits slightly angled toward the driver, making navigation and infotainment easier to interact with. The seats are supportive, wrapped in a mix of premium leather and soft touch materials depending on the trim level. The ambient lighting adds a futuristic vibe, and the overall layout is clean and modern. Ford has also improved cabin insulation, so the ride feels quieter and more refined than previous generations of its sporty models. There's also surprising practicality in the rear seats and a decent boot space, making it usable for everyday driving, not just weekend fun. Now let's talk performance, because this is where the Capri 2026 really shines. Ford is offering multiple powertrain options, starting with a turbocharged four-cylinder engine for the base version, delivering strong efficiency and responsive acceleration. But the real excitement is in the higher trim engine options, especially the hybrid and performance-oriented variants that can push power output into the 300-plus horsepower range. The Capri handles corners with confidence thanks to its improved suspension system and sporty chassis tuning. The steering feels direct, and whether you're cruising on the highway or carving through twisty roads, the Capri manages to feel planted and agile. The transmission options manual in some markets and an advanced automatic give drivers plenty of flexibility to pick their driving style. Ford clearly tuned this car to be enjoyable, not just functional. When it comes to pricing, the Ford Capri 2026 aims to be competitive. The base model is expected to land in an accessible range for a modern coupe, making it appealing for younger buyers. As you move up to the hybrid and performance trims, the prices rise, but they stay reasonable compared to rivals offering similar power and features. Considering the technology, the design, and the performance you're getting, the pricing feels surprisingly fair for what the Capri delivers. If you're considering the Capri 2026, here are some suggestions. If you want a perfect balance of price and performance, go for the mid-level trim. Great features without breaking the bank. If you're a true enthusiast who wants the most thrilling version, the top performance trim is absolutely worth it. And if fuel efficiency matters, the hybrid is the sweet spot. And that brings us to the end of this detailed review of the Ford Capri 2026. It's stylish, Modern, powerful, and a beautiful revival of a classic name that meant so much to so many car lovers. Ford has delivered something that feels emotional yet practical, retro yet futuristic, and familiar yet completely new. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because here on Motor State USA, we bring you the best, most detailed car reviews every single time. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.